Yeah, welcome. Good morning, everybody. As said, the commercial break, and I am the first speaker here, and I'm already here to break the protocol because I choose not to talk about a specific single PDF solution of Foxit, but because I didn't know which one to choose. There's many of you in here knowing Foxit from the free reader for Mac, Windows, and the mobile platforms. Many of you might have that on your devices. There's for sure some people in here who use the commercial flagship product Phantom PDF, the PDF editor as we have it. And there's, I know it, a couple of customers here knowing the former Luratech products on the server side, like the PDF compressor as well as the rendition server. So which one to choose? I choose the way to ask you, did you guys know that Foxit is a full solution stack provider, as we call it, in the PDF field? So we ourselves group that into these three groups as they are indicated in here. We do have a fairly comprehensive set of products in the end user productivity field, as we call it. That's our desktop applications. Reader and Phantom was already mentioned, but also our mobile apps and also cloud application and cloud services around helping the end user in the company or even at home to work with PDF and around PDF. In the middle, we do have our so-called enterprise automation tools. That's mostly server-side applications. I mentioned PDF compressor and rendition server, but there's more than that, helping organizations to work with PDF more in the larger scale, like a lot of document, automated processing of documents, and any other tasks around PDF in an automated fashion. And last but not least, on the right side, the other part of our full solution stack is the developer solutions. Developer solutions meaning, I guess, that Foxit is the #1 vendor with regards to PDF SDKs. We have the majority of all operating systems, programming languages, and tools and frameworks supported in our really comprehensive SDK offering. So again, I didn't pick a single solution. I'm leaving the message here that Foxit is a full solution stack provider that you probably can look into whatever your next project looks like, whatever your next requirement in PDF will be. We are the #2 by any means PDF provider in the world. #2 meaning number of installations, revenue, employees, offices around the world that are there to help and support you. So we are a fairly large organization with a fairly comprehensive solution stack being here to help you getting the best out of your next PDF project. And those who say, I never used Foxit, which I don't believe. I can tell you, you probably did, but you didn't recognize it. This is the lineup of our largest reference customers. So did you ever open a PDF document in Google Chrome? You're using Foxit. Did you ever open a PDF document in Google Docs or Google Mail? You're using Foxit. Did you ever view a PDF document on your Amazon Kindle? That's Foxit. And also in Microsoft, a lot of PDF technology basically is Foxit's technology. So this is a very powerful lineup of customers and references, of course, helping us sell, but also helping us improve our software, especially, for example, the cooperation with Google really put our software to the fire and tested it for anything like vulnerabilities and so on, and we ended up having a very stable code and a very good offering for you guys. Also, we are #1 in terms of pre-installed software. Our software is on many famous PC brand, PC manufacturers pre-installed. You might have recognized that last time you bought a new computer. Well, I only have a couple seconds left, but the message that I want to bring you, we are a truly global company with offices around the world. We have a lot of employees. We have several 100 engineers working on purely dedicated, focused PDF around the world. We have a lot of users. We are innovative. We might want to talk about the new connected PDF collaboration idea that Foxit brought to the market, but not now in our corner out there. And what I'm saying also is we're acting local. So whenever you are, for example, a German-based customer and you prefer support of Deutsch, then we can provide it because our European headquarter is in Berlin, Germany. With that, I have to conclude. His stopwatch is going off. It shows 5 minutes and 6 seconds here right now. Thank you very much. And next time you're looking for a PDF solution, probably stop by Foxit. Thank you very much.
The next one is already C, not zebra, but C like Charlie. That's Dragan Klein from our member CIB, our silver sponsor. And you just need to switch, and it should be online, and I will start.
Okay, hello. My name is Dragan Klein, and I'm from the SIP group, CIB group, as you want to call it. I want to present you today our one of our web solutions, which is called DoxyView. It's available on the internet right now for non-commercial use. As you can see, you have got the editing tools here available right now. I want to show you two cases which are not opening right now on here. So I carry on explaining what you can do. You can sign a document. I've got a use case here normally, which is from the banking sector. It's a self-disclosure form which the customer fills out, and then he has got the possibility to sign it at the end, which I can't show you right now, unfortunately. The second solution we have got is the redact function, which is at the bottom in the middle. There you've got the possibility to draw rectangles across your document. The use case here would be, oh wow, something happens. The use case here would be to, okay, it will not happen. I close it. So you can draw black rectangles. You can do a text search, which allows you to see highlighted text in the document, and then you can blacken it out, and then you can take over the changes. You can apply them, and then you can send them on in a apartment to a different apartment, for example.
We give a 30 minutes break to try to put on the internet. It was working, so but that's, I paused. So.
Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. I can tell you can come and visit in the foyer. We've got a showcase running, and I can show it to you in more than 5 minutes. Oh gosh, 5 minutes are so long. We tested it yesterday actually and worked fine. So stop downloading all your videos, I can say, and then it will work. It's the usual case, huh? I just carry on. It's fine. Yeah, just close it. Okay. I just need to go back to the presentation. So please carry on with your 5 minutes. So that would be the use case. I can show that to you later if you are interested. We've got another solution which is called doxysave.me. For the German customers, it's sekretariat.de. There you can upload data, and you can provide that for your customers. You send them basically a link, and they have to get a retrieval code for some white papers we have presented. You have to type in the retrieval code PDF days 2017 using dashes, and then you can see the white papers of some of our products. These are areas, topics where we provided solutions in the past 28 years of existence for our customers. We've got input management, output management, we've got PDF, PDF-A. The whole range is included in our products. Some information about our company. We've got 6 offices. Our headquarters is in Munich. We've got subsidiaries in Karlsruhe, Münster, and Hamburg. And also we've got an office in Minsk, in Belarus, and in Las Palmas in Spain. Currently we are 185 employees. We have got 500 million produced documents per year with our core module SIP Courses. And we have got about 150 business partners which are using actually our ZIP document server, which is a solution with many modules providing solutions for their needs. Yeah. We've got a research and development quota of 40% per year, which calculates to 12 million euros for research and development in the past 6 years. We've got a product called PDF Brewer, which is used mainly by private and small and mid-range business customers, and there we produce roughly 3 million documents per year. Yeah, okay. I think that should be my time. If you've got questions, I would like you to visit us in the foyer, and then we can have a nice talk. That's mine. Thank you.
Two more, longer than the 5 minute demo, that's obviously the point. But the elevator pitch is something which you should also be able to do. So I just remembered that when I started to work, my first boss at Linkstoff said, don't talk an hour to me, give me 3 reasons in 5 minutes why I should buy it. Maybe that's a trick. Dietrich, Callas.
Thanks. I need my slides.
No, just click on sorry.
Oh, really?
Die sind alle zusammen kopiert.
I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, that's me. That looks familiar. Okay. Hello, everybody. I've been here yesterday, so my name still is Dietrich von Seggern. I'm Managing Director at Callas Software, and I'd like to introduce you now into a rather technical thing that is the library that we have, which has the name PDF Toolbox SDK. A few words about Callas. So Callas has been founded in 1995, so we are now 20 years old, and we are working right in the center of Berlin. So when you look out of the window, you see the TV tower. That is pretty much where Callas Software is. And we're doing PDF software over there, and this is, if you look at Callas Software from a broader scope and look at Germany, then we are there, as you can see, and we're developing software in Germany, and we have 3 products, PDF Toolbox that I've mentioned, and that I will give you more information later on, and then we have PDF-A Pilot for archiving and PDF Chip for PDF creation. All of these products are available for interactive use, so you can use them interactively, but as of today, I want to introduce you to the automation thing and specifically into the library. So, and that is again Callas, but even with an even broader scope. So you look at Callas while looking at the world. So, and Callas Software in the world, we are very active at ISO, so we are actively involved in development and standards. We have a worldwide distribution channel that is organized by our distributor for peace. And we have 78 OEM customers that are using PDF Toolbox SDK or a different SDK in their products. And that is the rest of this presentation about PDF Toolbox SDK. And for every customer, OEM customer that starts using PDF Toolbox, the first question is, or the first expectation usually is there an API with a very complex API that let me do very, very many things with the PDF? And in fact, in most of the cases, that is not the case. So what they actually use is profiles, what we call the concept of a profile in PDF Toolbox. What they're using are profiles, and you pretty much create these profiles in a desktop application. So there is the more complex API, but in 99% of the cases, customers just use the very same profiles that you can use in the desktop products. And the desktop products are our own products, but you could as well use Acrobat Preflight in order to create those profiles and to then use these profiles in with the SDK or the other automation product that we provide. So what actually is a profile? A profile contains of checks, corrections. You can specify to add stuff to a PDF page, to decorate it or make it ready, or format conversions. So a profile is any combination of these things. And basically, when a new ISO standard comes out, what we do at Callas Software, we just create a profile for this standard. So we are working on creating a profile for PDF 2.0, and we have done so for all the other standards that are available. So basically, if a customer wants to use the SDK, he wouldn't have, of course, to create his profile for PDFA. He can just use the one that we are providing together with the solution. But then it's easily adjustable for them. So they may decide to do a conversion in a slightly different way, or they may decide to add a particular check for their purposes. So that is easily possible. So a few more words about that. So what is a check? A check is very flexible. You can just define or pick out of more than 1,000 different properties that you want to check for, combine them into more powerful checks. You can combine that with corrections. There are several, so in that regard, it's really, really complex, but you can easily do that in a desktop application and try it out over there as well. Then you can add content, so you can add barcodes, text, images. You can use HTML templates to add text. You can make it in a dynamic way so that each and every page receives different content. So all of that is possible. And now I'm at the end, so you can also do format conversions, and it's pretty powerful. So, and if you don't have used, same as for Carsten, if you don't have used it ever, you may have used it in one of the products of our OEM customers. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We're already on A, Axel, where's Marcos? Marcus Erle from Access 4, which I guess accessibility is the topic.
Okay, thank you, Thomas. Good morning, everybody. We are the PDF UA experts. Our mission is accessible PDF simply done. And I have to confess, I'm a little bit old-fashioned. My wife has bought a new car, and it's the first time that I'm allowed to use it. Yeah, it takes several weeks till the date, but it was the time that I can use it for the first time. And I asked for the keys. I walked to the parking lot, relaxed. I opened the car. It's kind of a Captain Kirk feeling with this. I sat into the car, and I wanted to put my key in. But hey, there was only a button. It looked like the button of my old hi-fi system in my wild years. And I was very astonished. Maybe your cars have this button. My former car or my own car has not this button. So buttons can be very powerful, yeah, and they simplify the life. And this leads us in developing software that simplifies your life in the field of PDF accessibility, because we love buttons and we love one-button solutions. For example, in our Word add-in, there is one important button, Create PDF. And behind this button, there's very really powerful analysis and creation, and you get a PDF, a full compliant PDF UA file out of Word. And it's called Access PDF for Word. What can you do with it? It empowers really every Word user to create a PDF UA file. So you do not have, you do not need expert knowledge about PDF accessibility. And it's very powerful because you can pimp your templates. You can put kind of intelligence into your Word templates, and your users can use this intelligence. And who benefits most? Every Word user who has to create an accessible PDF. And maybe you already know this tool. It's another tool. I always have a Swiss Army knife in my pocket. And it's very useful because it can save your life or maybe save a solution. For example, you have a delicious bottle of red wine, but there's no bottle opener around. What are you doing? Take your Swiss Army knife and open this bottle. Yeah? Or you're walking through loneliness, you reach a hut and you discover, oh, there is a person, a kidnapped person bound to a chair. What are you doing? You take your Swiss Army knife and you free this person. Yeah? But what if if a kidnapper is also around? No issue. You have your Swiss Army knife, and nothing can happen to you. So we developed a kind of a Swiss Army knife for your PDF UA workflow. It is called Access PDF Quick Fix, and it finds and fixes every PDF UA issue in your PDF documents, in your tagged PDF documents. So it can save a lot of time during your remediation and checking process, and it really simplifies your whole PDF UA workflow, but it's a professional tool. Access PDF for Word is for every person. Quick Fix is for professionals. Yeah, and we have a third appetizer based on our technology. We have a kind of a PDF UA dashboard for PDF UA monitoring. You can crawl a lot. You can crawl your site and you get a report. It's based on the PDF accessibility checker technology. Maybe you know this checker, the PAG checker. It's a very common used, widely spread tool for PDF accessibility checking. And this solution helps you to keep an eye on what is going on with your documents. So if you want to touch the Swiss Army knife or want to see the button and what is behind, come to our table desk in the lobby in the foyer and we will show you some tricks. Okay, talk soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Markus. Then we move on with Axel, and Karina is coming to the stage. Karina from Axel.
Yes, hello, my name is Karina Zander. I'm marketing manager at Axel Software. Axel Software is a German, Berlin-based company, and yeah, by the way, this is the company of Callas Software. But now I would like to tell you something about our two main products. These are Made to Tag and Made to Print. So we are developers for plugins for InDesign, Illustrator, and InCopy, I forgot to say. So this is important. And Made to Tag is an InDesign plugin to create accessible PDF documents from within InDesign. And Made to Print, on the other hand, is a InDesign plugin, InDesign server plugin to automate the print output or the export to different file formats, but mostly PDF. So let's start with Made to Tag. As mentioned, Made to Tag is a plugin for InDesign to tag InDesign documents in a more reliable and faster way, with the goal to get an accessible PDF compliant with the PDF UA standard. So most of you will know that with Adobe InDesign itself, you can already create accessible PDFs, but the process to get there is not so comfortable, I would say, and there are some points or problems which occur in InDesign in the context of accessibility that have to be solved. And here comes Made to Tag into the play. So at first, we're simplifying the preparation already. Means that we have included some control checkups for US users. for example, visual feedbacks on color highlighting. So if you have chosen your text, they will be color highlighted so that you are sure that you haven't forget any. Or if your InDesign document includes different languages, they will be color highlighted so that you have an overview, which is the main language. You can get a structured content preview to be sure that the reading order is set up right. And yeah, and for all of our made-to-take features, functions, you can choose keyboard shortcuts so that you are really fast in your daily work if you have to process a lot of documents, as PDF UA documents. And as said, we are solving also different problems occurring in InDesign or by the InDesign user. Problems with, for example, table of contents, which are set up not in the right way. They have to be. Problems with anchored frames, which are often used in InDesign. If your InDesign document includes very complex tables, we're taking care that they are tagged in a logical way so that the relations between the columns are tagged right. And for the users themselves, we have a 7 steps guided way to get this PDF, so it's very intuitive also from the usability. So quickly to Made to Print some words. This is our second product. Made to Print is also a plugin to InDesign Server mainly, but also to other applications to automate the print output from your preferred application with a goal to standardize it so that you have always reliable and consistent results and save time through automation. The standardization we achieve by different features, as for example, these ones that we save the output to predefined target paths. You can choose file and folder naming conventions to standardize this step in your output process. You can output layer combination in one job so that you save time if you have them. You can use your own scripts if you have them to tailor-make your workflow, everything from within Made to Print. And on the other hand, we have also here safe control, so checkups on missing images and not loaded fonts. You can use InDesign's live pre-flight from within Made to Print. On top, if the PDF is generated from Made to Print, you can post-check them based on different PDF profiles which we're delivering with Made to Print based on our sister company's Callas PDF Toolbox profiles, but also your own profiles. And yeah, Made to Print benefits at a glance. You combine manual output steps, you standardize your output, you automate repetitive tasks to not have to do them day by day again, and you have no need for any manual control then in your output process, as we are doing this by a watch folders mechanism and integrable with different other automation solutions, as you can see. Thank you, my time is gone.
Axel is also with the tabletop there, so if you want to hear more from Karina, as you may have recognized so far, we had German English, or you heard German English. Time for some British English, I would say. Neil Pittman from Aqua Forest.
Thank you, Thomas. My name is Neil Pittman. I'm the Managing Director of Aqua Forest, and for the next few minutes I'm going to talk about our solutions and our vision for maximising PDF findability. And the context, which is helpful to think about this, in terms of an end user, who often says to us stuff like, well, I can find anything I want on Google. I love the Amazon search engine. It kind of seems to actually know what I'm thinking half the time. But I go back to my business and I can't even find that PDF that I've kind of filed two months ago. So that's really the context. And what we want to talk about is how we can solve this. Just briefly, for those of you that don't know, Aqua Forest, we've been around since 2002. Variety of products, both server-side and toolkits, ranging from high-volume batch OCR through to PDF data extraction. And we've got about 2,000 customers in 50 different countries. Now, it would be very easy to blame the search technologies that are out there for perhaps the reason why we can't find our PDFs in the way we might want to. But actually, there have been huge advances, particularly over the last decade, in terms of machine learning, natural language processing, the search tools and the interfaces themselves, that I think we actually start to need to think about, is there actually a disconnect between PDF and what the search engine actually needs? And I believe far too often there actually is, because what a search engine needs is obviously it will need the text of the document, and that's one big issue in its own right, but it will need all sorts of metadata, and I don't mean purely XMP, as I will explain in a moment, we go well beyond that. So our solution for maximizing PDF findability is called Aquaforest Searchlight. This has done very well for us over the last 2 or 3 years. We focus heavily on the Microsoft platforms, both on-premise and in the cloud. So we support SharePoint online as well as on-premise, and Windows Azure as well as regular Windows servers. And probably one of the key things it does, first of all, whether you've got 10 documents or 10 million, first thing it will do is do a complete audit of your document set, and it can do this regularly as well, and really report back to you what sort of level of searchability you've actually got in your document set. It'll identify a variety of issues, but the most common ones are image documents, maybe partially searchable documents, which are quite common, but they can trip things up, and those which are image only. Then the next step, clearly, for most of these, we will OCR process, add a text layer, and that then enables us to actually sort of fully populate the search engine index, at least with the text of things. But that's not really enough. Where we want to move forward from this, and then this is the next generation, this is what we're working on now for release later this year, is really to extend the types of metadata that it's possible to map to attributes in the search index. And this is where it gets much more interesting, I think. Obviously, we're doing XMP, but the other things that we have requests for, maybe being able to map PDF forms data, having rules-based methods, whether they're just regular expressions, something more complex, allowing you to pull out specific pieces of data. We work with taxonomies to make sure that we're sort of categorizing documents appropriately. We can add new items to taxonomies if we need to. Barcodes are still heavily used, they're just being able to do that. But actually, probably the most exciting thing to us is the natural language processing, because there are now many services out there, ranging from Thomson Reuters Open Calais to Microsoft Cognitive Services, that what we're doing is we pass the full body of the text to those services, and it will do the entity extraction for us. So it can identify, for example, people's names, locations, and a variety of other attributes that we can then map to particular columns in the search index. So we believe by making this automated and as easy as possible for people, we can truly dramatically improve the findability of PDFs. And ahead of schedule, so thanks for listening.
It's coming, yeah. Thank you very much, Neil. So it was only 40 seconds, not a problem. And then we have Michael from Octina.
Okay. Yeah, good morning, everybody. I have just one slide to explain what I would like to present. Octina Software is a German-based PDF specialist, and since 20 years in business, we are located around Bonn, the former capital of Germany. We act as an integrator and distributor and support organizations to set up PDF-based solutions using standard products like, for example, from Callas, and focusing standards like PDFA in terms of quality. A big challenge in our projects is usually the deployment and usability of required functions. And so we developed the idea of a system we call DPS, Document Processing System, which finally provide all the required features as a single button in a browser. So we have a selection of different buttons to do validation, conversion, stamping. Oh, you need more coffee, sorry. But also more sophisticated stuff like redaction, rights management, and other things. So it's the end user can decide what kind of features they would like to have. They get the button, publish that in the intranet, and all the end user can simply use it. That's it.
Okay.
Many thanks.
Thank you very much. Mike had a longer presentation on his web service, PDF as a web service yesterday with ideas which I tried to recap. So the last one and finishing is American English. Adam?
That's insulting.
Try to
Hamburg is a continent.
You have the last word.
Yeah. Don't worry, I noticed.
Yes, I'm Canadian, don't worry. Sorry, Leonard. I'm sorry. So I'm Adam Spencer. I'm head of accessibility services for Accessible IT. We're the largest PDF accessibility service provider in the world. We remediate more PDF UA compliant files than any other organization. And it's really what we focus on in ensuring that our clients' content is accessible. We look at document accessibility strategies, content accessibility strategies, trying to make PDF UA, A, cost-effective, B, beyond compliance, and our primary focus is making sure that the content is usable for our clients or their end users. And that's one of the things that often gets lost. PDF accessibility isn't always as straightforward as people would like you to believe, and that's why we're here to help. There are often formats that don't offer any initial PDF tagging or any PDF structure within them, so we're here to help. We work with a range of organizations in Canada, the US, the UK, Australia, Germany, Switzerland, the United Nations, most of the large advocacy groups for people with print disabilities, and we're really looking to push the envelope of what we can do. So whether it's MathML embedded in PDF or whether it's music lessons embedded in PDF, we've really tried to deliver the most usable solutions to our end users. So we look at how do we ensure that our clients are delivering all of their content in an easy way. We leverage things like portal services for our clients where you can drag and drop files to us and have them returned within 24 hours. Volume is never really a problem for us. It's about building a long-term strategy for our clients. So in Ontario, because every single file must be compliant, we work with all of the banks, insurance companies, all three levels of government, with security clearance on everything we do and comply with PIPEDA and FIC to make sure that all of our clients' content remains confidential and private. So we really try and push the limits of what we do for our clients so that they don't have to worry about PDF accessibility. And that's us. Now we can go to coffee.